Mag again on. And I always try to put you up on these things that they got for the masses. It's 23andme.com right here. So-called Ancestry DNA, okay? Both of them. And they got a lot more of them, but basically these are the two that they push on you, as you can see. The 23 for Freemasonry. And I'm going to break it down and show you that this DNA discovery right here, DNA testing, yes, it's a satanic shit in the New World Order. Let's get in it.
The DNA testing company 23andMe says it can now tell customers if they are at a higher risk for developing type 2 diabetes.
So not only that they're telling you all the people that in your family and so-called ancestor, they can tell you about disease, they can tell you about sickness. You need to wake your ass up. I told you, it's the New World Order. Part of the shit that they implement to get all the people DNA in the world. That's how they do it and trick you where your so-called ancestor is from. People just dumb.
Health information is a major reason for the rapid growth in gene testing. 23andMe and Ancestry DNA now have roughly more than 28 million customers combined.
28 million customer combined. You believe that, people? 28 million people, over 28 million people giving up their DNA to these satanic places. When people gonna wake up, you better understand. Once you give out your DNA, of course, you're in a world of hurt.
Now, the test can also expose surprising family secrets, including unknown relatives and biological...
It's nothing but bullshit, and as you can see...
Family secrets, including unknown relatives.
You see what they got right here? Of course, don't trust nothing that you see with all these C's on it. Of course, it's a satanic company, 100%.
And biological parents. Tony Dokoupil braved the test himself. Tony, what'd you find out? Good morning.
You believe, people, that these 23andMe and Ancestry DNA, they can tell you how much people in your family, how much siblings you got, what kind of disease you're capable of having? This is garbage right here, 100% bullshit, and the masses actually buy into it.
Good morning. I had reason to be concerned, but in fact, we all have reason to be concerned when we take these tests. You spit into a little tube, you mail it in, and then you wait for the results.
Yes.
And at that point, watch out, because when that DNA report comes back, everything you think you know about yourself and your family can change in an instant.
And that's the reason why they do it, people. Of course, to shock the human being. Of course, with the new technology, so-called, gonna tell you who you are, your ancestors. Wow, people just dumb. Of course, it's something to keep your DNA on record. That's how they do it.
This is my dad and I in high school.
Katie Canning never exactly looked like her parents.
My mom would tell me when I was growing up, oh, you're part Native American, you're Native American.
But when she finally took a home DNA test about 5 years ago, she got a lot more truth than she expected. She's part Jamaican, for starters, and her biological father is not the man who raised her, but a traveling guitarist named Baron Duncan.
And I tell you, people, all the fucking stories that they bring you, so-called feel-good story from these 23andMe and these Ancestry DNA, is all fucking fake. Can't put it together because it is fakery. How long you can fake real? It's nothing but bullshit. Listen to this story right here, you can tell. It's just crap they made up for the dumb people.
She's part Jamaican, for starters, and her biological father is not the man who raised her, but a traveling guitarist named Baron Duncan.
A traveling guitarist. Wow, I told you, it's nothing but bullshit they feed the people.
Jamaican touring guitarist?
Yeah,
That is
it's
awesome.
crazy, so crazy.
Canning also learned that Baron Duncan had at least 4 other children.
Of course, they can learn how much kids the so-called parent have, the so-called parent. Wow, by ancestor DNA or 23andMe, get out of here. Get your ass out of here. If those people don't send in their DNA, how the fuck would you know they have siblings? Get out of here.
Her half-siblings.
So you grew up thinking you were the oldest of 2, and in fact, you're the oldest of 5.
Exactly.
Do they look like you?
Nothing but bullshit.
So much.
Really?
But crap.
Meeting my brother Steven for the
Nothing but bullshit they're selling the masses, people. All to get you on board with this DNA testing, sending your DNA to the establishment. Are you kidding me? You better wake your ass up.
first time. It was like looking at my twin. I literally started crying as soon as I saw him.
All crap. 23andMe. Wow. People just sleep. They can't see that it's an X right here for your number 6. And also your 2-3 for Freemasonry. Wake your ass up.
Found my birth mom with 23andMe just to get to hold her again.
100%
Canning-
all of these stories that you see captured by camera in airports all over the place, people, it's a fake feel-good story, so you can go ahead and send in your DNA so you can get a feeling like this. You see it? That's how they fool the dumb people, and I say dumb people because it's the only ones they can trick with these dumb shit.
Is one of millions who have turned to home DNA tests and one of many who have had their sense of identity shaken by the results.
Yes, their sense of identity shaken because of the result. Of course, they know 100% that they're lying to the people. Of course, that's how they do it.
23andMe and Ancestry DNA both warned customers that they could receive shocking information.
Oh, shocking information. You mean a lying information? That's how they're gonna fix everybody in a position. Basically separate everybody up in section. Tell you where you're from, where your ancestor is from. It's fucking fakery, and only dumb people roll with it.
Neither company offers genetic counseling as part of their standard package.
Yes.
People are smart and capable. They can make sense of it.
Emily Drabant Conley is Vice President of Business Development at 23andMe. She believes customers can handle genetic information just as they do the results of other home exams.
People take a pregnancy test at home, and if it's positive,
compare it to pregnancy tests. I told you people, they're gonna normalize you just sending your DNA to the government. They're gonna normalize it, and everybody go be jumping on it. You wanna find out your ancestry? You need to wake your ass up. It's nothing but bullshit.
which is significant information, they then take the next step of talking to a doctor, and we think that DNA tests are very much in the same vein.
Ancestry DNA says it takes the potential impact of complex.
Look at the sign that they use for the DNA, people, and you can tell. I told you already, they got something to do with the farming of the human being DNA. I know it's so potent where they can just take it with everything you do. They have DNA off it. You touch something, you can get your DNA leave on that. I told you, they're the one who hype up your DNA with whatever they feed you. What you eat is what you are.
Discoveries very seriously and has a team available for people with more sensitive queries.
Shit.
But DNA tests also raise questions about privacy. 23andMe says it won't share customer medical data with third parties. And
You won't. Name one company that say they will. Name one company, Facebook, all of them. Name one of them that tell you straight up that, yeah, we're gonna share your information. No, they're not gonna tell you that. Everybody go say they don't, but every company that belongs to the government, that's what they do. They take info and store it so they can know you. That's how the CIA jobs become easier. Of course, you put every information on Facebook to let them know what you're doing, what you're about to do. And I told you already, now the DNA involved in it. Now they have your DNA. Of course, they got you.
That's given explicit consent. And the company says it uses.
They have to give specific consent for them to give it up. Okay, you wake up, people. Keep sleeping. Once you give them your DNA, of course, they have everything about you. Of course, no doubt, they know you inside out. What you gonna do now? You give the government your damn DNA.
Two-factor authentication and encryption to protect genetic results.
Yes, right.
And has never been hacked. But
never been hacked. But trust me, people, even the LifeLock that's supposed to protect you from identification theft, they actually hack it, so-called. I told you, everything that belongs to the government, after they're taking your info, they say they got hacked. Same thing with Facebook and your damn privacy. When you're gonna wake up, you think your DNA is safe with the government? No telling what they're doing with it. Wake your ass up.
Privacy expert Peter Swire says just one breach would be hard to fix.
If you have a credit card stolen, you cancel it and you get a new credit card in 2 days. If your DNA gets revealed to the world or to the hacker, it's really hard to get new DNA.
Yeah, so why the fuck would you send your DNA out there after they're dumb enough to tell you, hey, go on ahead and send your DNA to us? Now they're gonna tell you the risk. The risk is coming. Don't worry about it. It's just a small little rain right now. The storm is coming as far as what gonna happen to your DNA. Of course, they're gonna tell you that they got hacked. Of course, no doubt. Just look out for it. I never
Just doesn't happen.
Cap on.
Doesn't happen yet.
Still, we took a test ourselves, and I braced for a surprise.
All of these fakers, yeah, they always so-called take the test themselves. They're fakers 100% just for TV, and hopefully they can convince you to take it also.
I am an only child of unmarried parents who lived a wild and crazy hippie existence.
That never came.
26.6% Italian.
26.6. There you go. Of course, that's how they give you nothing but coded 2 6 and another 6. That's 3 6s.
As expected, with a first name like Tony.
Canning, though, is still working through the meaning of her own results.
So you're now Jamaican American.
I guess. Okay.
It's fucking fakery, 100%. All of them is liars on the masses. Of course, a guitar playing Jamaican was your dad. Get out of here. It's nothing but bullshit. I guess it's Bob Marley.
That's a weird thing. Like, am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Like, can a DNA test tell me what I am and, like, what my identity is?
Once you send it in, of course, that's what you want it to do. You don't know who the fuck you are. That's why you send your DNA in, so they can tell you who you are. The establishment, the fucking wicked people that run in this world, they're gonna tell you who you are. It's time for you to wake up with a big old bam. I'm gone.